emirongo 3 nabaigo agotoka asichikala abuna green, brick red, blue, tile red na charcoal grey asibaigo abwate warranty miaka 7. Amabati ande na aria domurangi ayo ari yechige chemirongo 3 nabo igari yechirangi abuna bahari blue, Karura green, Masai red, graphite grey na steel blue asiboigo customer eranyore warranty miaka 5 nebere. Tile profile ayare yechige chemirongo 25 na mabati ande oranyora stitch design abuna oriental, elegant tile na versatile ayagotoka asichikala abuna chocolate, charcoal grey, maroon na tile red asiboigo abwate warranty miaka 15. Mbabwate boigo amabati ya lifestyle ayagotoka asiti design buna roman, shingle na wave asichikala na gutebenga na abwate warranty miaka 5. Amabati ya yonsi ni gagocha na accessories chikokonya wakirani na kubeka amabati ya yasekira makia buna ridges, plain sheets, valleys, batchboards, screws nebinde binge. Abatari rero ase Ouru MRM showroom egotoka ase nyumba ya Ouru complex meyomo chobosongo ange na Safaricom house wose JM Towers yegotoka ange nebengia credit bank wose obakeresi miase namba 0111 161 500.
Sukari wajirengu maimeito wajirengu.
Ayaatekire Chinsa Ibere TV.
Wanchumurano batko ya bweri tukerigali Jumanne tariki chiga 15 na ibere chumutinyo yiga ugatana limo umwaka wiga na manga berga koneki gwa kurwase county ya Kisii. County ya Nyamira wike county ya Nairobi chinga kiboigo egati ya barai niko babirba kuikiria ebikore bya abanyimbo gutumika chinguru gwetane ekerengo namno goseberekania egati ya bariba kurubekana imeyo mu Nairobi anigane kigwa maga yo umusa oyomo yurenge gosegotebekana koba omonchurira nyakobugwa kwa risasi amo nabantu bakagere koba abanyimbo chinga kibarenge abamenyi kurwa sensembe barenkorobekana kubatkana amuno kwa kwae Albert Ojwang ase ensemelia egetasen kyabanyimbo gya central ime yomochie Nairobi na manga berga kone kigwa ime na isko yor konguroksi abali kibaito ba mangana mayani go babekire kambi ime na isko yor yagusi kone kingo chiro konyora Ayaatekire Chinsa Ibere asenchira yobekiranu kukwali ganin komanya yomana nda mange asenchira yabene nkor kwa Kevin Onkoba kabana njo kamole
Ayaatekire Chinsa Ibere TV.
Wanchumura Ayaatekire Chinsa Ibere nigo tocha kurwa ase county ya Nyamira ase ntunda entangani nigo omonogeri bwe bunge ye county assembly ya Nyamira omochore omoske Thaddeus Nyabaro nigara ebikaro bye ebunge yogo kwana chinga kecho nigo abagaotamna nigo okona chakwe kigambero asensemeli ya Bomet kwa betiko kwane kigwa anamono ogochor kwae nigo wakorekanti asenchira ye kene no bwasyokum Mosketa Thaddeus Nyabaro niga berkaotamna nigara chikogena kinga aberga korenta aba MCA bonsi kurwase county assembly ya Nyamira nenchira ya moyo yogo chikokore mirimo asobugamo na kwaligane egati aba MCA bali bonsi babirwa gokora ebikaro byabo asensemeli ya mashinani kwane kingo chibargo chamo nenchira mo yo kinia account yo na goetia budget erachikonya kabayo konya okinia account yo kemagendro murikito Ivon Muriasi na roboti rwasenchira yo bukiran
itukoria rere bikaro bye bunge ya Nyamira nigo byaragwa no monogerio mochore bwe bunge yo Thaddeus Nyabara sentunde ntangani eyo mayaga yo gochika gwekegambere kyo gwanchira na libagari yaye no monogerio mochore bwe bunge yo.
It is with deep humility and a profound gratitude that I address you today in my inauguration communication as the duly elected Speaker of the County Assembly of Nyamira.
Chinga kecho Honorable Nyabaro nigalira yogo chego kole mirimo ya yasobwa sioku.
I assure you that my office shall remain accessible, consultative and guided by the principles of fairness and open dialogue. Together, let us build a stronger and more respected county assembly that works for the good of all Nyamira residents.
Omuteneri bwa bangase bunge yo kwara na bariki nigaerero mogoko maiga ye bunge yo konyoro bweno bwa baireri baga yo gochia kogendereria meroberio ye bunge yo
lero neli tukolio mogoko munene sana ase tali ase assembly yoka atinga ase county ito ya Nyamira una after meeting menge assembly yabeire n'emisikosuko emenge nande yabaganekire ono through the grace God inside twatwalire a direction where Nyamira assembly ebwato muspiko yomo fully recognized in law ebwate clerk oyomo or fully recognized in law and kubwatirana nayo ndaite ko tebia my colleague leaders na tojamu tokolega as soon as possible.
Igati ya babunge bali baikirana sebikale ebyo nigo bamwaleganio monogeria senchera ya bene.
We have had very turbulent times, Mr. Speaker. Members of this House, Mr. Speaker, have had very bad experiences in the last 9 months, Mr. Speaker. We thank God that you are now fully empowered to disseminate the wisdom that befits a leader of your stature, Mr. Speaker. Mine is to wish you well and hope that you restore the dignity of this House, Mr. Speaker, whose major duty is representation, oversight and legislation, Mr. Speaker.
I really want to ask God to guide you, give you wisdom, and also, Mr. Speaker, a big heart of accommodating everybody so that we can move, because we've had a lot of turbulences, Mr. Speaker, and that's why I also felt that I should get a chance also to congratulate you and wish you all the best, as we want to confirm today that you will have our support, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, I want to assure you that from where I'm seated, where the county assembly is placed, Mr. Speaker, you will have the maximum security. As I wish you well, go, likuneni go.
Nonyene kati ya babunge balia babaire bagokore bikaro byabo bunge mashinani nigo baikirana ase baleganigwa ekererio girio karia igweka ase bunge yo lialengerio girio morembe
ase tukolia lero buna ekoti ya etia ntwe etukugwera lichiko ekoti buna ya etia egateba bona ego muspiko ito no dadius nyabaru oitwa chorete kende nkijo bona ngana nitagite ndutaitibitina twatigende yonsi etore nyuma yo muspiko ito nyabaru kuchi mutuga iga toranga kitoko nyama twetu Nyamira asama tukaya korki atigaire.
Congratulations. You have stood firm. You have won. Honorable members, my plea will be to call for peace, harmony, and understanding from one another. We might have been in two different camps, but we were all elected under the county government of Nyamira. So let us work for our people and let us embrace dialogue so that the other people who have not come in will be able to come in.
Kulengana no monogeri getambo kere getangani ebunge yuera chikoira no moroberio obo gwetie budget ye county eyo ya Nyamira.
Ngwakira county government yetu ngambi yemono na mono mwaziri bwechibesa na forward ye fiscal strategy paper eyeko genda kora anganga kitoko kore budget ntwanyanyora twayebekira se committee ya budget tutagete pa tumaine vale te report igaiga egerene wiki yende ko bwati before taresa rasini toetie budget ye county agenda usu order members order
Kuripatira KCTV kurwase bunge ye county ya Nyamira Nche Yvonne Muriasi.
Right mwancho mreto kwena na ase county ya Kisii asengana yugo ichani go musayo ya mobu meka igatwa auti amakweli asensemelia ya magena kubatkana amuno kagirwa koba omoibi ani gago chama ya musayo yo konya kaba gutokana amone bituma anamono chingaki arenge kuligia omugori asensemelia ya magena chingaki gotekona nigo ebitume biyo benya kabiko ibukuru asensemelia nyangusu korengana amone gati ya bamenyi benseme ibalengere amono burobotindi nigo babere bakuikere bikore bya basaye gwasone asobutume kibwa amaliyo go tindia egento boigo kenya ko bagikwirira abanyimbo gwason gatimune nchiremo yo kwane kinga babiri bagutoria musayiga kurwase amaboko ya abamenyi kurwase nseme barenga amono burubo tindi niko boigo bali bonsi barenge amono musayiga anamono omogende bwe pigipigi oyo ogenda bichiko kubatkana amo no yo bekubiara niko abange bagenda tkolgigwa chingaki egati amenyi kurwase nseme yo babiri bakuikeria ebikole bingomne bigabyo basabange gwason ase bikole bi oboibi Muriki tokurwa asenseme yo noroboterwa senchira yubikira.
Mokagirwa yo mabuo ibi ni gagendera tagotangwa asegetu ky'abanyanyimbo kyanyangoso magigayo kubwatwa na ukagirwa kabo mwebi bwe bituma asinsemo cha magena oyo barengenera ni ganyara koba kago cha bichuko
yona grose minge gichane gyabwatiru kyabekirwa kere kebwate bituma byarenge guni kebagane gatigati kebwordine chipigipigi lakini ya pati mbayo muntu mubugordine pigipigi igata magangana no abwatira ni diga abantu mbage chigwa sogota gusamba umwana oyo gantwatena na imara twata mwana tabasa gusamba abo rerwe sheria airu police agambigwe ki
itukori ya rero igona renge nyomba mambi saa 12 narangire gucumukia umuntu urusi bitubanyangoso orantire magena acha konia yabe bati twanyoro umwana oyo igari ntakana nonde nera ngondo murisibye kanisa anyara tingo nyara mwana oyo asa munkururi baga mwana oyo asa narangire abayuri baye bakira abasikari baito bakira nariko sorora abantu baito barimo kurusiye bintu isiko mwarenta magena mwaja konyo kamuranche aiga ya ntu tutagetibo ibi magena agere state
nanye nabo abamenyi be Chinsa chiga nigo baenekya eyetera abantu ndantangani asomoka kero yokwebwaterane nebikora bunebyo asekeria amotuka amaega na abego chobyara korenda akanyara kabaka gotama kurasige tuki abanyanyimbo kyanyangoso asenonya nabo bagikirie chimbwa cyaye
amuna twaje kumubega kumbe police nyangoso na tamete kuru nyangoso wono data airu nyangoso ndaga mbigune ne station ya nyangoso muri kere case airu ekoti
umwana toyanga no muntu kwate bine binga twamuwena nirage ende nyangoso asabwate bina binde achikugambiko ne serikali
muibulyo ena anyorire nga ale straight forward otebiro umwana oyiga tamete kuru station ya nyangoso
egenta akore kebe esinamo konya ngabiswe igatagure nyombe iyo obutorari batira maboko utabakurwa ororo na indi wono ngeringa tugusabanya sako nyo umwana uyu umwana omokare mama mwabatayo ngoja tawera mabira manene
nigo bono egekure kenene kyarure ucyase bari bonsi babere bakwebwaterana nebikore ebyo asi Chinsa mecho
bagenaga iganto tageti barifu tiga umwana oya iru asa tigerete form twateba airu naenda asomibu ne serikali
abantu ndi mwese manyete magena kwenye kumatenga no bwatu bwarifu tafadhali waanze kutoka mapema before tukufikie deka rabona iganda tukorora muntu ni bwese uri mwarifu magena agaiga omwana yasabale maybe tuma magena aga tari ngale koleta bigende mbe iguru kuna warifu wengine wabale magena ale koleta tari maybe yaba pati mbaya bono bya bwatu batamire
abasaye bono nigo baburiwe kwebwatoka kurwase bikore ebyo asoboige sensemo yaba bayibori baburiwe ko basemya abana babo
asafi cyana boni gatobwate Nyasa tigaba konye mo ende kanisa na ande mo ende skuru ko bekire skuru tigago tige skuru omwana ono mokesa no kolire okoiba
abantu baito bali mo bwata abana tema ukwana na abana bayino because ensebono yabeire mbe amarika nyasa ukwana biyonga chinka kie chigare chinka kichimbe
otagete ko beko morembe magena botuko na mogaso na muntu rumwe uri magena bakore kasi aire ebwenerete aye kore kasi yago rero yakomete magena aho menyete posa igo ngote komboka mambi ake bikoro terangi ongare oragere buya abantu bande bachande batari korara my friend wase kuwa masai before tukufikie
Ginkolipotiria igetaseni gia Kisii TV Jempran Nyankea
Right imbe amana sana muri keto Nyankeya na roboto rwa senchira yobo ikiranu tokwira na gatigati yo muche busongo mnenchira ya moyo konekinga igati ya abonchuria ne mono kurwa sekta ya matatu babir bakwegenderia itkolia lero nigo ekiombe kyobosombi kemaikante muna chache society kurwa se county ya Kisii nigo banyakaba kora obochori munenchiremo yogochora igati ya barai balibara chikunyakaba bakolinda ekiombe kyo inse yoburai bwaya umunyakirgo umatatu ase county ya Kisii muske Samson Okongo mose niganya kaba otamna neribuya egati ya abagendi bechigali na manukura se county ya Kisii wasonne ase kiombe kigamne nchiremo yogo konyora amaya nabogo kwagendere asubuguma bwabo musko Kongo nigabirga otamna nigo ekiombe kiga kenjo Robert ko chikwane kinga kiabirge kubwatani bali bonsi kurwa ase chi sector a omne nchiremo kwane kinga babirba ukini nabogo nchuria amagimabo
Erio ego safe na koloni daire twabwate HM tware bwate HM ekerere kawaida ngokora trobo choli twetia machikari akora cooperative ase umwaka muyima abo bisambale ngakura se cooperative batwara ichaguzi ngara neri chikuna lioteba twakorire bya otugwaganya saye ngambia mono ase gesaiseke una kerire bya abantu baitombaro bari bakora sesemo ya transport sachine bakageretenga ekiombe ne ekiombe ekitari ekiombe yene cooperative society asogo safe na koloni naende Carole Scaria talingo sinyido wika neba no mwana ogo ose umuntu no gukora simatatu osomo gakora simatatu etakiro mubori na ingekora tara join gaiga ikagere ne cooperative iri ndire ne serikali intotoro robune byongosi tu bali tokonyerigereria naenda abo bazi bali bakonya gukora abake abo basi abanene ne serikali igo gende ketalinga ne gento kira chakerero kere mambi ke ne rishirika ikogenda mutwe nandiri agenda asatambe general ko batenga bali mutagete go join cooperative igere was amachika itona mororo unless onye kwabira se kiombe kete kwabunire kiombe na liota soyega igonge tabi yao ge kobembe kare lichigona bali bokana lakini onye kwa maitenga tora aewa kiombe kende na imbirie bikebi go chibikoro bucha association ose birie bikebi go kuchimeri go round onye tora buna tunto wancherete go chichanga tonje tabando bons ebe nayo wakora transport kusase family ino mondo ndibese wakora transport na ancheiri ochoininga kagera egente kekero kekorosiguga abantu bakeroseti na ba transport ayo manyana no takora na bakora tatumino karo mwana okaro mono karo usomuga ko karo igo ntuntu ancherete abantu bonse ne bangene necessary yani kagichora se transport kagera gantu bwatanonya na bafanya biashara baro bali bakora within the stage ekagere gari karo ikire stage ekugora match yagore card igabanda bado otoba balitenga transport bagokora. That's why murocha abantu biashara mbaro abantu ba nonya poda uyo tate go join na bago cha join na inde mtutu wari gusabaiga serikali ntoro chenga ne ndrate ko konya ko konya ebyombe au ndo abantu ba transport ntoma jituko ba smart yake na inde ntotagetege ntokebwato mochoko tutagete serikali kerego konye ebyombe binde na intu etoinyore abarayi mbali bali bachoririga busi ene cooperative society turagenda members bange otora members 280 turagenda bange na inde intubono ga igese kutoka gose omo member itoyomo onyori robokon paelo ige kubwati ngamba ko ngukia nyora ikagera abantu buna toyi boyirega na mwanya abantu ngokutore ekero member asirire ichi kondiroro litigarite ritari bokwa irororo ikoga idinga ekere member yasirire ninki kibwenerete kokorwa amate yaye enyore obaene bwaye na inde buna kwa borianga sachinde omongina naro utamanyitiko somo gakwa enaro na bekunyalikana ekiagera omongina tari byonsi ipi aramanye anene mone cooperative mbone gochaka umuntu abanga tigera achaka moja batabia family yane lakini tabia family yaonga nora se cooperative ande cooperative ye wero registered ande cooperative ye ne bwata marorama ya amambia. That's why ngoja batabanga oya koroche muntu go taraso agabu tanya gukungaina nganje tindigo swalia igo nigamanyeta magosaye matebinga join y'abantu bali be cooperative tuska guchi mutu ekere school fees ya toborire ari no tokorusi kera to anyorro buruire ari no to gosabe loan ekera bana to asere kwa na chiloni bwase tore kwa na chiloni ase kuchake weekend chiloni cha sakire gosoka ekipenge cyakire gotoko nje secretary ya chaje cooperative ande naira ne ngambu ya mono senje bali wegera na se bochori to baterero ase HM yeito twachoriro gochori uya nane twachora abantu bali begene twegenanga bachikotokorera gasingia ase umwako utobwati mbako umwako gochigochonde nane ngosabanga bali bondo bonsi batarachoine ase cooperative ye mochoine bali bansi baturigete ase TV asire ndimo gotoigwa mochoine kyaro buyamboro gochimotwe kyagere cooperative yeito ngochire kogiro nande amashati yago chakoshekero yakinire garachikoba makonguso abone gatotara kunya machiko ase cooperative yeito.
Wanchumure tokwirana ase county ya Nyamira ritkoria rero nigo ebodi yoboremi anamono kwetera ase ebodi yoboremi bwa mabere inse yomunyakirogo bwensemeria Kenya Dairy Board ayini gagenda tkonya kabage kurwa megilyo ochiase igatia bali mikurwa ase county ya Nyamira na bondi ko omurubuli yoga ntwane kigwa abwasabigo egati ya abamenyi kurwa senseme yiba boli kwane kingango chibali kwa Sonia asokwane kinga babere bakurenda etugo yabo mnenchire moyo konyora amabere elikwane kingo chibali koira konya konyora liga saligia na bondi ko omunyakirogo gose oyo mubwa barai kurwa asensemelia ya Kenya Dairy Board asireta Josephine Omanwa iganya kaba okondra amona magelia iganya kaba kolekana asensemelia kibirigo na kote amna nerbuya egati ya balimi kurwa asensemigo chikonyora amagelia igamne nchiremo yo kinia liga seria
koruna gachore tuwe chari Kenya Dairy Board na kolire gasingia ase county ito ya Nyamira na bekire abantu baitu bechigwodi awamo na baleche stage cooperative echichiragere benyorere chibese kurwa se CNGO kurwa se government ya national ose banyore chibese kurwa se county wetani ayo na baletere amasomo banyale ko bagosomiwa lero ene training ya gatatu nkoleta ego sponsor ne serikali nene kurwa Nairobi elio banyare komanyanga ngakibara tuge chombe chingia nabo igo kobeka mabera isaine ayaragere kolete kirimali ase county ya Nyamira ekerenge kenene kerororo asa masoma ya no kubwatera noko ligeringa county ya Nyamira ne county ebwate obole mobotobu nabo igo obotugwe chombe nigo bole obuyororo einere gangene ne yagere tubwaterane te county government of Nyamira na national government torete kirimali ikera beanga sabaremi baraire amabera abo egere benyorere bonus buna chikaunti chinde chikwenyorera nale kogosorora omugabano ito agirigacha negentokere ase county government kora te support ya bali baito wetera so gutuma bobisa babarware lichombe wetera so gutuma bobisa bao babasomie elitonyare ko ba tokonyora amabera mange twagache kirimali nabo ige kirimali eketoendete korengeri gochikwagacha ntubwati bole manda sto gochikwagacha twale gusaba omugabano ito abalimi banyamira obolemo asabara beke kirimali nabo igo chibese chichigo cha devolution aroketi chibese chinde chinyako bachigo so sector ya mabere chinyako boost ya balimi aba
ritukuria rero liabere ritukuria omogoko monene ekiagera twabere tukwegerigwa na kitubwenerete kurinda chitugo cheitu na mono chiombe erinde chitoa mabera mange igo twegera amarwaira ko chanda chiombe asengenje ya carelessness yaito na inde twabere tugutierigwa ngakitubwenerete gukama na kitubante kuragiri chiombe amone bintu bindi ase igo twerana erimbu ya mono aso murubiri yo muya umongina director Josephine aroberetie na inde agasangiriria abari mukurwa chitano chionsi kya Kenya babeire bagutwegera igaiga
omongino oyo nabwatekerenge kiyagocha setore maigure eserikali enene nere tayari gotoretere kirimari Nyamira gakia seboniga tigango torabwatisia serikali enene amone county government ito ya Nyamira tokonye oborimi bwaito bwa Nyamira.
Chumura chinga kiagenda tukane kigwa kurwa senseme yo tutigarite ase county ya Nyamira munenchiremo yokogenda gukinia ebirengo bya amasomo niko omwaziri wisemi asenseme yo muske Emil Ungaga aberka gosoke na otamna nige serikali egenderete amono murubulio bwokwana kinga aborkigwa babiri bakonyora endagera ase chiskuru okwana chinga kecho nigo Ungaga aberka otamna eyugano murubulio rachikonya kabokwana kinga aborkigwa ngo chibare konyora chisemi kibirengo bya iguru.
Mheshimiwa Gavana ametoa ahadi kwamba shule zote 408 zenye ziko katika Nyamira County zenye ziko na ECD centers kwamba school feeding program inaenda kuanza. Katika hii school feeding program tunashirikiana na wakulima. Katika hii program ya school feeding, Department ya Education tunaenda kufanya kazi na Department ya Agriculture na Trade. Tunafanya hivi, wakulima umeambiwa mkae katika vikundi. Sasa ile chakula yenye tutatumia kufeed watoto wetu katika shule itatoka kwenu. Mahindi ni yenu, oboli no bwaino, soya ne byaino. Kuhusu industrial park ambayo iko hapa. Katika idara yangu ya elimu tuko na vocational training centers. Tumesema kwamba lazima tutayarishe watoto wetu ili industrial park inapokuja wawe wanapeana kazi katika industrial park. Sasa kwa idara yangu tuko na vocational training centers. Hapa karibu vocational training center yetu pale Ibucha vocational training center wanaenda tumeshirikiana, Mheshimiwa Gavana ameshirikiana na banki ya KCB Foundation, na hivi sasa watoto wetu wanaendelea kusajiliwa katika hiyo mpangilio. Elimisha watoto wetu wahitimishe, wafanye application. Inafungwa on Wednesday. Application bado iko open. Vijana wetu tafadhali fanya application ili muweze, county government kwa kushirikiana na KCB Foundation inaenda kusupport 600 of our vocational training centers, the trainees in the vocational training centers, kwa kufanya zile courses ambazo zitawasaidia kupata kazi. Katika ECD centers zetu tumeleta digital learning. Katika department ama idara yangu ya elimu tumeanza kufunza watoto wetu kutumia kompyuta. Mumewaona shule? Mumeona zile kompyuta watoto wetu wanatumia simu kusoma. Tuelimishe watoto, si ndio? Na himiza watoto wanapokuja nyumbani. Saa hizi wanafunzwa kule ECD na simu. Tunafunza watoto wetu digital learning kutoka kuanzia ECD kukuja primary, kwenda secondary, kwenda university. Ndio maana tumesema katika idara Mheshimiwa Gavana ameipatia kifua mbele na
Right, umwanchimuri atokwirana asensemilia ye bunge ya Kiharu nigo omujumbe wenseme yumuskendi ninyoro haberika gwasokya na kuburia serikali gochia kone kingo chire gusika amagima ya abantu engo batkana amono goitwa kwigatia basaye asamatka bwangoiga agento aberika gotemna nerbuye serikali gochia kulgiriria enganeyo muskenyoro boigo nigo agendrete komochia egatia baraikuru ase serikali umuske Dr. William Samuruto asokone kingani go bagotumikobe kone kinga babe bakolenta chiburaburu ime yensi ya Kenya.
The lives of Kenyans is sacrosanct. And as a leader, either elected or appointed in any position of government, it is the right of Kenyans to give their voice about the conduct of your office. They may criticize you because you are in a public office. It is despicable ya kwamba Mkenya anatoa malalamishi ati kurudisha mkono serikali inaondoa maisha ya huyo Mkenya. It is diabolical. It is very wrong. Na tunasema hawa watu wote, watu ambao wako kwa positions ya uongozi, we must respect the lives of Kenyans. Na hii mambo ya kutisha wa Kenya lazima ikome. It has to come to an end. If you feel the heat is too much, you are in a government office, you don't want to be criticized. You don't want Kenyans to give your opinions about your conduct. Safari ni moja tu. Sio Mkenya atanyamaza, ni wewe utaondoka kwa hiyo kiti. And not let no one think, wacha mtu yeyote azifikirie ati vile walikuja wanatisha watu kwa viti wanaweza tisha sisi. No one, mtu asijidanganye hata siku moja. Tumeona mengi. Tutaongea mambo ya nchi na lazima tutetee wa Kenya, na hiyo sio tafadhali.
Mwanchumura tokwirana asense mwende litkori alero ni gukurobekana kwanekigwa asumuchu Nairobi ana muno kubatkana amo nugo itwa kwa Albert Ojwang abwasabasa bange manyaka bakorobekana asense meyo kurende nigo engana yugo chani nyanya kwa kwanekigwa abwasi omonchiriria osoyo mobwigati abonchiriria banyaka ba wakulisa si asense meyo amonegati yabantu bakagera kwa abanyimbo asumuchu yo Nairobi engana igani go yabege kungusa ebirengero a ogochia segati ya abarai ana muno bakorawa amo no jumbe o embakasi isto moske babu ongiri owino abwasa berika ko ikere abikore ngamne biga byabiri bikone kigwa asamat kabango igachinga ki abakenya bakorobekana nigo moske owino aberika komotia serikali ye county ya Nairobi nsio boraibu ayo moske Johnson Athasakaja na kubole serikali yo moske Dr. William Samuruto ocha kuligirire ngane iga kubatkana amono guitwa kwegati yoyomo kagire koba omonchuriria amo gosanya kubugwa kulisasi asenseme ye county ya Nairobi chinga kichukorobekana kwanya kwabokone
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Babu Owino, Member of Parliament for Embakasi East constituency. I stand before you today not just as a voice of concern, but as a citizen who is deeply outraged by the senseless violence we are witnessing. The recent attacks by goons on innocent people are not just cowardly. They are a direct assault on the values we hold dear as a society. The value of peace, value of dignity, and justice. Let me be clear today with what is happening in Nairobi at the CBD. There is no place for violence in a civilized society. No ideology, no agenda, no grievance justifies raising a hand against another human being. These goons, these thugs are not heroes. They are criminals and they must be treated as such. We cannot and will not remain silent when our fellow citizens are beaten, harassed and intimidated. Silence in the face of such brutality is complicity. It is our moral duty to speak up, to demand accountability, and to ensure that those responsible are brought to book. I also take this opportunity to condemn the senseless killing of one innocent protester at the CBD today by a police officer. An officer whose responsibility is to protect lives and to protect property. But instead, these officers resorted into taking lives. I want to condemn this with the contempt it deserves. And I want to warn this officer, having known very well what is happening in this country, that his own boss is going to be charged for murder. How can you move further to kill an innocent protester whose only mistake is to go on the street to protest against the death of one of their own, the death of one Albert Ojwang, who was senselessly killed too in the hands of the police officers. Such police officers are criminals. Such police officers must be condemned. Such police officers must take plea, must be charged with murder. And we are waiting, we are seeing your actions, and at the right time, we will also act. To the governor of Nairobi, Johnson Sakaja, your actions today do not make you strong. Hurting others does not give you power. It reveals your weakness. It reveals your fear. It reveals your utter lack of respect for the rule of law. And we will not allow fear to win. I want to tell you clearly that you've hurt so many people, but the goons that you've hired today at the CBD to hurt people during demonstrations, and we will not take it lightly. To the victims and families, you are not alone. We see you, we stand with you, and we will continue to fight for a society where everyone can live without fear, regardless of their background, beliefs, and opinions. Let us send a message loud and clear that we will not be bullied, we will not be silenced, and we will never stop fighting for justice. We will never stop fighting for peace and for the right of every individual in this county and in this country. What the governor has done is completely unacceptable. I condemn it strongly, and I believe that he can do better. When he was campaigning, he used to say that siasa bila chuki, siasa bila vita. But now, what are we seeing in Nairobi? A disorganized county, a county that should be organized instead of being antagonized by the governor with the help of the government. We want to warn the goons that you need to stay at home. When people are peacefully demonstrating against the death of one Alberto Juang that was so gruesome, a death that every Kenyan condemned, you come and you start dancing on the grave of the dead by trying to intimidate fellow Nairobians, fellow Kenyans who are fighting for justice. I want to say that you are criminals and you must be dealt with accordingly. And therefore, Nairobians, do not fear. We are with you. We will stand by your side. We will fight by your side. As Babu Owino, I will always be by the side of the people. God bless you and thank you all.
Right, mwanchi mureta kwirana asense mwende litkulia lero nigwe bunge nenya kabage kwiranira ebikarobia abwas banya kubakwanira ikoro yo kolingoro gwako igatia bara ikoro asekyombekelkia National Police Service Commission okwana chinga kicho ni kumuraibwa apange ase bunge eneno moske kimani chungwa aberika gwasoke na otemna niko abara yabaga bonsi barachikunya kabago tenera ekyombekyo kya National Police Service Commission niko barachikokora emirimo yabo asenchira yekene nobwasi.
Agenda, that is why you had the Honorable Ladies led by the distinguished member for Nandi County, Honorable Cynthia Muge, rise in her place so that nobody should be discriminated either on the basis of her age, her gender, or even her religion, Honorable Speaker. And therefore, these ladies and these gentlemen, at whatever age, they are Kenyans who have been vetted and been ascertained by the committee which the Honorable Kaluma sits in, and he's a very serious and senior lawyer. You heard him the other day when he was discussing the law of the sea, that he can tell you even legally, he can tell you that they vetted and ascertained that these people merit to serve in these positions, Honorable Speaker, and they have very good experience, because with age, Honorable Speaker, also comes experience. And a commission is like a board of trustees or a board of governors in a company or in an institution, and therefore they are not the secretariat in the commission, Honorable Speaker. The secretariat has a very able young person, I think, called Lele, who is a CEO, with a very able team of young, energetic Kenyans, very productive at their prime age. And therefore it's also good to marry that with a board or a commission that has both experience and wisdom. And I say that, Honorable Speaker, because all these officers have served in senior positions in government and out of government, and therefore have the requisite experience and wisdom to be able to guide the commission, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, in closing, and I think it's the Vice Chair who has alluded to it, we must call on this commission to ensure that they work towards completely professionalizing our police force. Honorable Speaker, yesterday the Minister or the Cabinet Secretary in charge of the Interior and National Security did pronounce himself on a number of reforms within the police service. And part of those reforms must and should be implemented or supervised, the implementation will be supervised by the National Police Service Commission. And I want to call on these nominees as they join the commission to ensure that these reforms are implemented fully, that they professionalize our police force.
Right, mwanchi muri ago kirabuna ngo kiramwari bwa Ayaatekire Chinsa Ibere chubut kuwarero sabari kibaito ba mangana mayakuru ase county ya Kisii, county ya Nyamira wike county ya Nairobi ngo bakirangambia mono na abo goto gwakirangambia mono soko chora kulgiri ya Kisii TV aiga no ranyor onsi aberga kone kigwa ime na isko joro ngoro busi kwanjire kondi gwansi go tayo korwa asensemelia ye chigosori wika asensemo ya siasa tomirane chikoraga Chinsa nye komanya yomonanda mange asenchira yubukiranu nkoro kwa Kevin Onkoba.
Na Ayaatekire Chinsa Ibere TV. Sangana intwe aso mutandao wetera Instagram amo na Twitter @Kisii Television. Tonyore YouTube na Facebook Kisii TV. Twakere esimi wetera 0708386041. Yanyore onsi Ayaatekire ime ya Kisii TV amandegere yomuguse.